Good evening, everyone. So this is nerve-wracking. My name is Josias. I go by Jay. And this is my wife, Sarah. We've been married for 17 years, together for 20. And like any long road, ours had a lot of twists and turns. We actually met at Publix. She was a department manager, and I was just a clerk trying to move up. Truth be told, she didn't like me much at first. She could tell I was a little rough around the edges, but eventually she decided to give me a chance. And here we are, 20 years later, with 4 beautiful kids, Isa, JD, Juliana, and Christian.
I grew up in a church, raised by a devoted mom who showed me what unconditional love looks like, even in a home marked by pain. Sorry, she was gone. She's been gone since 2012. My father was not a believer, and that inspired a lot of how I saw God and people. As I got older, I lost my faith for a while. Jay also struggled, and for a long time, he struggled with substance and alcohol abuse. On the outside, things might have looked fine. We were raising our kids, he was working, and I had my job. But behind the scenes, things were sort of falling apart.
So for 15 years, I was what you call a functioning addict. In 2019, it all came to a head. I got arrested, and everything I'd been hiding came to light. My addiction, my affairs, my choices. I almost lost my marriage, my family, my freedom, everything. Little did I realize God was on the move. I decided to get clean, but I was still fighting with alcohol. I ended up losing a good paying job because of it. I would like to share a Bible verse that is close to my heart. It's 1 Corinthians 10:13. It says, "No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, he will also provide a way out so that you can endure it." And while we tried to get back on our feet, we burned through our savings and ended up living paycheck to paycheck again.
Through all of that, I was working at Life Choice Pregnancy Center, helping pregnant mothers find resources like housing assistance, counseling, and financial classes. Things that I didn't know my own family would one day need. I kept telling Jay he should take the Jobs for Life class at Hartford Winter Haven. I'd seen people come through our office and graduate from that program. Their lives were changing, but he was not ready. So I decided that if he wouldn't go, I would. I signed up for Faith and Finance, just trying to find a way to turn things around for our family. That class changed everything.
While she was in that class, she got connected with Maria on the care team, and then Kim at the Center for Wellbeing. Before long, we were both in counseling, together, individually, and even our kids were in counseling too. Eventually, I decided to take that Jobs for Life class she'd been talking about. I walked in thinking I just learned how to get another construction job, because that's all I know. But in the very first class, Brian was teaching, and I felt something shift in me. God showed me that he had more for my life than just another paycheck. Through Jobs for Life, I built a vocational plan to become a peer recovery specialist, helping youth and adults overcome substance abuse. During class, I realized that my past didn't disqualify me, but instead, it was actually preparing me all along.
Since then, Jay has graduated from Jobs for Life, and our two oldest boys, JD and Isa, graduated from Hartford Winter Haven Teen Financial Literacy Camp this past summer. They both have savings account, emergency funds, and JD even started a little business selling snacks. We're still working on the profit margins with him. But we're proud of him. We're also taking the online financial literacy course that Hartford Winter Haven offers through Southeastern University, continuing to grow as a couple and as parents. Through counseling, I have learned to soften, according to my kids, and to be more gentle and curious instead of an angry, defensive. Jay learned to be more tuned into our needs as a family. We're still a work in progress, but for the first time, we are both working in the same direction, finally.
A year ago, I gave my life to Christ. That changed everything. For the first time, I understood that I'm made in God's image, created for a purpose. I don't have to earn His love. It's already mine. Today, I'm in a certification program to become a peer counselor, and I'm even setting goals to one day go back to school and become a licensed mental health professional. We still have challenges. For instance, we have one car only, and it tends to break down more than it runs. But our bills are current, and we're trying to save again on the months that the bills don't go to repairs. But most importantly, we're healing.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
When we think about home, it used to mean just a place to stay. But now, it is where we're seen, where we are filled, where we can be encouraged to turn towards God.
For me, home is where I get to lead with love and responsibility. And to be honest, that's a little overwhelming for me. But I know it's what God's made for me. Home is where I get to model faith for my kids and help get my family to heaven.
Hartford Winter Haven didn't just help us find stability. They help us to find ourselves again and remind us that God really does have a path for everyone. To everyone who supports Hartford Winter Haven, thank you. Because of your generosity, our family is able to Take your time. Because of your generosity, families like ours are learning that we're not too far gone, that we are equipped to follow God's path, and that we deserve to flourish.
We're still working it out, but now we know there's truly no place like home. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.